For thousands of years, Gog and Magog had been trapped. Their monstrous bodies, too large for any cage, had been sealed away by Du al-Qarnayn, the warrior who built a massive wall of iron and copper, cutting them off from the world. But behind that wall, they never stopped digging. Every night, their claws tore through the stone. Every morning, the wall miraculously repaired itself. Until one fateful night, the ground rumbled, the air turned thick, the sky darkened with an eerie red glow. Then, boom! A deafening crack tore through the mountains. The Great Barrier, once unbreakable, shattered. A monstrous roar erupted from the depths. The giants were free. Like a living storm, Gog and Magog poured into the world. They were nightmares in flesh, taller than towers, stronger than any beast, faster than any human. Cities fell in minutes. Rivers turned red with blood. Millions screamed, but there was no mercy. They devoured everything in their path. Villages were torn apart. Kingdoms were wiped from existence. The world was drowning in chaos. Warriors tried to fight, but their swords shattered like glass. Arrows bounced off their thick, monstrous skin. Nothing could stop them. The people ran. But where do you run when your enemy is everywhere? Then, just as all hope was lost, a light descended from the heavens. Through the destruction, through the death, a man walked among the ruins. His face was calm. His eyes burned with divine power. Jesus had returned. The people fell to their knees, their eyes filled with tears. O Allah, most powerful, most merciful, save us from this trial, destroy this wickedness. And Allah answered. Suddenly, a strange wind swept across the battlefield. It carried no weapons, no warriors, only something too small to be seen. Tiny creatures, smaller than dust, invisible to the human eye, spread through the air. Millions, billions. They entered the noses, ears, and mouths of Gog and Magog. At first the giants laughed. Then they screamed. Their roars turned into howls of agony. They clawed at their heads, shaking violently. They fell to their knees, their massive hands tearing at their own faces. The creatures were inside them, devouring their minds, eating them from within. One by one they collapsed. Their enormous bodies hit the ground, shaking the world. The monsters, undefeated for centuries, had been destroyed by the smallest creatures of Allah's creation. The nightmare was over. The earth heals, but their rotting corpses poisoned the land. The air filled with a sickening stench. The rivers became black. Even in death, they brought ruin. Once again, Jesus raised his hands and prayed. And once again, Allah answered. A great wind blew. From the distant skies, giant birds with wings as vast as the ocean appeared. One by one, they lifted the corpses and carried them away, far, far away, where no man would ever see them again. Then the skies opened. Rain fell from the heavens. The rivers ran clean once more. The earth turned green again. The world had been reborn. With the giants gone, peace covered the earth. For the first time in centuries, there was no war, no hunger, no suffering. Under Jesus' leadership, mankind entered an age of harmony. The lands flourished. Food was in abundance. People lived as brothers and sisters, worshiping Allah with pure hearts. The world had been saved.